Hey, welcome back. This is Prico channel. If you are interested in programming, productivity, or digital nomad, click down below the button and then click on the bell so you can be up to date to everything we load over here. Today, to continue our WordPress and ChatGPT integration, we are going to create a log system for our cron job. So as long as anything happens in the system, we are going to have a log that we can follow up and review it anytime. If something goes wrong, we're going to have a trace about it. So I was going to convert air in code because I don't have anything else right now. Okay, so if you have been following the videos that I have been doing last weeks, you will see that we have been creating a system that automated create posts for you. But sometimes, and this happens in almost any application that you are going to create, you need to create a log system for everything because APIs tend to fail, and you need to have always a log system that allows you to know what happened, if it was a successful thing or not. So we are going to create here a small version of our log system, maybe in a more polished version. I can just deploy something better. But for now, I'm going to try to explain you how to create a tables for the log on the WordPress system, and also how we can insert the values when new things happens. So it's going to do it right now. So the first thing that we need to create is another page. So we have right now the settings, the publish random post. So we are going to create a new one, and let's go here to the code. Let me open here. So we have here this submenu page. So for this one, we are gonna then say something like logs. So the capabilities for this page is going to be manage options. So it will be the admin people. So we are gonna set up a slug for this, just simply log, and we are going to then say just simply log colon. So I'm gonna create this function over here. I'm gonna say, okay, so I'm gonna create a new folder for templates. So as long as I'm going to be updating this plugin, we are going to try to make it better. Just as I have been telling you, I always just simply go over, the easiest way for you to understand this. But this is not a presentable version for a plugin. I wouldn't even deliver this, not even for a client or whatever. So in the coming video, I'm going to create a polished version. That's going to be a very long video because we are going to take all the functions and everything. So for now, I'm going to just simply create a templates folder, and we're going to create something like hello guys. I'm going to say logs PHP. So as long as the callbacks is all, we are going to then say include once templates logs PHP. If everything goes okay, we're going to then see a logs link on the sidebar, and it's going to trade. Reload the page. Happens. This is pretty important. Just imagine that you have any system, not just this system that is automated, but if you are creating, a POS for clients, and you are adding you have it in a web version, you always need to know that your application is working correctly. Well, there are many other ways to know that, with Sentry, or there are many log systems, but this is more like an hour version for things that are happening right now, and you need to know and debug like immediate. So you need to create like a centralized system. Okay, but also this log version is just for the client, but you get my idea. You need always to know how your app is performing. So let's click here on log and this is the hello guys message there. Okay, cool. So now we have the page. Now what we need. Okay, so for this, we are gonna need to add a new table on the WordPress system. So I'm going to then show you, this is the MySQL CLI system. So if I do show tables here, right, we're gonna see the basic WP and all the ones that maybe the other plugins are integrating to the system. So for this, if we are going to add a new table, we need to use a function that is called dbDelta. I'm gonna then say, okay, so let's just do this here. Function, code ChatGPT, dbDelta. Let's gonna name it like that for now. Okay. So this we are gonna then say, hey, you know what? I need to WPDB. So WPDB is a global variable that is more like a wrapper, just that you can interact with the database. I mean, it's one of the basics and most important functions that you can use with WordPress codecs. And I mean, if you don't know about it, I recommend you to try to do things with. And this is actually more or less cool. Okay, so we declared in the global the WPDB. We're gonna say the WP table name. WP prefix is going to just handle the prefix that we already have declared on the WP config. And this normally is a WP underscore, so that will be what it's adding over there. And we're gonna say something like a ChatGPT. I mean, I prefer to keep the preco ChatGPT log. There you go. I prefer to always just using the same prefix for the whole plugin. So just gonna copy, keep it, WP collate, and we're gonna create a table then. So the create table is gonna be a table name, and we're going to then set up the columns that we need for this. So I have already created a schema over here. So I'm gonna copy and paste it. So I'm gonna explain it to you. So is this. So look at this. We're gonna have an event name, right? So we need to know which function, in which function was this happening. If it worked or not. We are going to then set up an event type, like, okay, if it was successful or an error, we're going to set up the description that we have for it. And we're going to create a create add for it. Okay? So let's see if I do this. So we don't have any tables over here, right? And I click here. So I'm going to add it here. And I'm going to say, okay, please run this function over here when it does activate. So for this, we are going to then say WP plugin deactivate try code ChatGPT, which is my plugin. And if I do activate, see, I activate here, the new table should be there. So let's see if it worked. Okay, it didn't bring any issue. WP CLI, show tables, and that's it. We have here our log system. Okay, perfect. Now we have the log system. We are going to then declare something that when I do deactivate it, it drops the table. So then I have a deactivation. I don't have the deactivate here. I thought that I had it deactivate. Okay. Set up something like this, and it's going to then you're going to declare this here, and it's going to be preco ChatGPT dbDelta. I don't know, remove or delete, whatever. Okay. And we have this and this one. And we are going to then set up these check logs. We are going to then say that the global WPDB to be locked. And we are going to then say WP query. And it will be then something like drop table if it exists. Sorry for it. DB query. Sorry. And it will be then table name. That's it. And if everything is okay, at the moment that I deactivate, it should then delete the table. So let's just deactivate it right now. Show tables. And let me try. There you go. The table is not there. Okay, so now we have activated and deactivated, and the table is created over there. So let's then try to insert one value. So you do function, Praiku, ChatGPT, insert log. Okay. So the same, we're gonna then use WPDB. We're going to then use the same table. And we are going to use the function WPDB insert in an array of the values, but what values we have. So the ID, we don't have to put it because it's automated, auto increment it, okay? We have the event name. So in this case, it's gonna be the test. An event type, that's going to be 1 or 0. So in this case, it's going to be 1 for just for the test. The description. And we are going to then say this is a test description. Okay, and we also need to send the created ad. So created ad is for, what exactly moment this happening. Okay, so we can just simply use the time for this. And the same, we're going to exit over here, WP, plugin, activate, try with ChatGPT. If I do WP shell, which is one of the best things that have ever been created, I can just simply use this function. And if I do this, WP shell, insert, and if I go to the WPDB CLI, and I do select asterisk from WP, Praiku ChatGPT log, voila, we have our description. So what we can do with this? Well, this is a pretty cool thing. So let me show you how we can change this. So the first thing is that we are going to just set a name here, right here. And we are going to select a type, a description for this, of course. And that's it. Those are the values that we need. Type here and description. Perfect. Okay, so what we can do with this, let me show you one pretty cool. So if I go to the cron job, okay, there you go, here. And if I do this function, I can, for example, instead of create this error log, I can then say something like a Praiku ChatGPT log, insert log over here. There you go. So what is the name? Well, the name is going to be the name of the function. So now we know that the name of the function happened at this point, okay? And we can just select, and it says that it was okay. And we can create something like a cron job has been started. Look at that, okay? And if I do this, I can then also here on the post images, something happens, if something is wrong over here on the JSON, I can say, hey, there was an error over here in this specific function, and post was not created. Look at that. I can also, as I'm adding over here the image, adding image, we can then say something like, Prico ChatGPT, there was an error, image was not created. And of course, if something works correctly, we can then say, Prico ChatGPT post image, it was successful, and the post and image was created. So let's gonna make a test with this, and this is gonna be pretty cool. So as always, we do WP cron event list. Let's see what it gives us. And I'm going to then say this one. I think this is this one that I have over here. Yeah. I'm gonna delete it. Yeah, I always delete it, but run event delete this and the other one. There we go. And I pass again the list. I have the cron YouTube. I just want to be sure that it's not gonna make new things. So I can do WP cron event run this, and let's see what happens. So it's in this moment, it should be creating the post from ChatGPT, but sometimes an error can happen, So we need to know that those errors are happening, and we need to have a log for that. And that's exactly what we are doing. So let's see when it finish, and we can go for a better look for this. Let's see. It's gonna take in some time. There you go. Here it says that it finished it, but imagine that this is happening automatic. We're not gonna be all the time just writing WP cron event wrong, whatever. We are not gonna do that. The idea is that the system works automatically. We are not gonna touch this for 1 week, and it should be creating 100 posts. So that's the whole idea. So if this happens, let's see the one we have on the database, and we have this WPDB CLI, and we have the same select asterisk from. That's it. Look at that. The run worked, and the post and the image was created. Cool. Now we're gonna show this on the page that we already created. We have this, and we're gonna say table in bench over here. Let's say t-head, t-body, t-body. There you go, head, and we're gonna say tr. I am not that good with these tables. Sorry for this, but well, whatever. Let's see, we have a TD and this. So we have something like an event name, description, main type, description, and time created. That's it. Created on the page. Let's see if it loads. Okay. Yep. Well, we don't have. Is this a table or not? Well, let me see. I'm gonna add the row here. Sorry for even name test, type test, description test, created test, just to be sure that it's that is created with it. Oh, I don't like that much. That's CSS, but whatever. Now you get the point. TR, and well, I can add some styles for it, but well, you get the idea. And so we need to then get all the info that we have for, right? So we are then making an include over here, and we need to then set, I don't know, the rows. And we're going to create a private code ChatGPT get logs. So for this, you're going to then say function private code ChatGPT get logs, and the same WPDB, and we're going to then set up the select for WP select query. Let's see what we get here. Prepare query, blah 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 blah. Just simply select the row, select query output type. Okay, this one. Select row, select generic results. I prefer this one. Yeah, get results. WP dot. This is what I need just for this example. And we then use this. And we then want to need this. Select asterisk from WP, the table name that we have here. Blah blah blah. That will be the table name. And that's it. Just select that. It's gonna limit to, I don't know, 50, whatever. And we then need to, okay, get IDs. Yeah, we have the get results here. Yeah, okay. So we don't have file drop, we have logs. And we're gonna use this for each on our template. Let's see if it works. Go, and we have this PR. Yeah, we have. Let's see what we get here. I am not that sure what we get, but let's gonna print it. So we have for each log as log, and we are going to then print our a log here. So we have it this. See if it run. What happens? Okay, well, we need to return the log. And to get logs, it will be logs here. That's it. Okay, so we have an object, which I like it. And we have then the ID. Yeah, okay, cool, perfect. So it will be something like this. So for each, we then need to do the echo of this, select of the row, finish the row, and we're going to then do this echo, and we are going to then say log event name, which is the name of the column. We are going to then say the type. For now, we are going to simply print the name. We're going to then the description and the time for this. Yes, to semicolon here that will be created at. And let's see if we can print this. There you go. We have all the logs that we have created and tabulated over there in our page. In the next video, I'm going to try to polish this, and also we are going to add, using this table and delta thing that I just showed to you, we're going to change this topic, this thing that we created for the topics. Here. Yeah, ChatGPT topics. We are going to convert it from a post to a list like this with a system that tell us, hey, you know what, this topic was already published. And that's it. I hope you like it. And I think it's pretty cool. Let me know what you think. All right.